What's up, guys? Welcome to Chaos Arts Productions. I'm Mike,
And I'm Cass.
and today we're going to be talking about Fairy Tail's pros and cons.
Fairy Tail definitely has a lot of pros and cons. Some people would say more cons because, Fairy Tail, some people hate it. Personally, I love it. Mike, you love it too, right?
I love it.
Yeah, Fairy Tail's awesome. But we're going to get straight to it. We're going to talk about the pros first. Mike here, start us off.
Alright, one pro that I would say is clearly fan service. It's
Yeah.
very widely put in this anime,
No, we're guys.
obviously.
We love fan service. Like, who doesn't love fan service? Like, it's all around. It's even like in Wendy, that lolly shit. Don't get me wrong. I ain't into that child shit. Lolly shit. I'm more into the Lucy thing.
We're not pedophiles.
Yeah, we ain't pedophiles, but yeah, that's definitely a pro. Another pro is like the design of the characters, like the artwork. Well, yeah, the design. It's like the characters they just look so badass. Like Natsu, his design is like pretty cool. Also, Lax's design.
Yeah,
That would be like another pro.
I like how they changed from the old artwork to the new artwork, where it got like this sense of darkness into it.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew this, but A1 Pictures changed up the artwork so it could like fit more into a manga, and they really did a good job because the manga is obviously made by the creator. The anime usually changes up the artwork, but in this case, they just take the manga. But yeah, another pro probably be the soundtracks. Like, some of the soundtracks are not that good, but some of them are, like the Natsu vs. Rogue soundtrack. Like some of these I listen to, and they really do. Some of them really fit with the epic moments.
Most of them will get you hyped up for the moments that are going on, for what's happening in each, basically, in each shot of what's going on, each scene. Some of them will play well into what's going on. Is what I'm basically saying.
Yeah.
And there's those that they just fit the characters so well. And A1 Pictures, they did a good job with the soundtracks as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. What's it called? Another good pro is that when you watch Fairy Tail, this is not a slice of life, but you could treat it as one, because sometimes I go back and rewatch old episodes, like filler episodes, when they go when they came out back from the time skip and stuff, when they went to a ball or something. Yeah, I rewatch those. It really makes you enjoy Fairy Tail for what it is, comedy and stuff. It's not all about the action. And it just it makes you feel happy, it's never when you're depressed or something. It's good to watch Fairy Tail because it's really fun. It's like a slice of life.
Basically, Fairy Tail is one of those anime that you can just sit back, watch it, enjoy it. You're not gonna get stressed. You're not gonna get overhyped to the point where you're screaming. Unless something really fucking epic happens, but it will leave you hooked. You're gonna be able to sit through the episode and enjoy it to the fullest extent.
Yeah, me and Mike were hooked in the first 20 episodes. Yeah. What would you say another prawn is? Prawn. Bro.
Another pro I would say is it has a good way of the story. From episode 1 to the point where it's at now, you could say that there has been a lot of development. Especially for Natsu, finding Ignio, and all the other stuff that's been going on.
Yeah, definitely. The story is great. I personally love it. I love where it's going in the manga. Mike here hasn't caught up yet, but I love it. I know he loves it too because he's in the Tornado's arc right now, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that's another good pro. The story's really good. If you really look into it, it gets to you. You realize how deep it is. Another pro is that it's the friendship speeches are I'm gonna leave that for the con and stuff. It really teaches you life lessons. People bash on anime, they call it childish and immature and shit. They always try to treat us anime watchers differently. But anime Fairy Tail, it really teaches you life lessons. It teaches you to what's most important in life, whether it's friends or family. That those are the most important things in life. And these people in Fairy Tail, they won't trade a family for nothing, which is their guild. So that's a really great pro because for kids that watch this, it really gives them like, a life lesson, like, what's really important in life. Like, it's not money, it's like not fucking like just like material stuff. Like, it's families and love and stuff.
Like Cass said, Fairy Tail does show good examples of this. They keep it to where it's like basically they make it so that way it's a bit how do I say this? They make it so that Fairy Tail will be, you can look at a character like Urza, for example. You can see that she went through a hard childhood, but at the end she's over here, she's kind, she's protective of everyone because of her childhood. And you see that it shows no matter what happens, you can move forward and stuff like that. That's just an example. And she's a good character for that. Everyone here in Fairy Tail, almost everyone has a bad past, and it affects how they develop into the overall characters that they are today. Now that's another pro of Fairy Tail, is the development that goes on with each character.
Some people would say that like okay, characters like Natsu, Urza, and like Lucy, for example, like haven't developed. Lucy has developed a lot, like, but I ain't gonna go into that. But she has developed. Natsu as well, like after the time skip, and Ursa has had some development with Jalal, so development's not really like it's there, but yeah. Another pro I would say is like another type of fan service. Fan service is not just like showing tits and ass. It's showing us like, it's like giving us what we want, like, and like what we want is like in every story some of us like want a happy ending. We want things to get settled and like be good and stuff. No death, nothing, and that's like I think that Fairy Tail like it's good at. Like it always gives us like happy endings. Like none of the main characters have died.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Fairy Tail, it's like what each basically arc is what the title will say. It's a fairy tale, and as we all know, fairy tales end with happy endings.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Hiro Mashima did say that he was gonna end Fairy Tail like in good terms. So
we have good things to look forward to. Now, one big pro that I'm sure Cass here can agree with 100% will be the shipping in Fairy Tail.
Yeah. Like, I am fucking Nalu for life. Like, I swear to God, like that shit. Like, that's my shit. Like Nalu, I support that. Like, that's life. Like, if Hiro Mashima, oh my God, if he does not make that shit happen, I will fly to Japan and like beat the shit out of him, because like I'm just like it needs to happen.
Calm
like,
down, Cass.
Like, it's like, god damn. Like, I ain't gonna go into that. Let's go into cons. Yeah, a con that Fairy Tail has, it's fan service. Like, it can be a pro, but it's a con as well, because too much fan service, like, we're over here having like in the future when Natsu fought Future Rogue, they they was all epic and shit, but then Lucy comes flying in naked. Like, that's like it ruins things sometimes. And like sometimes with the lolly shit too, like with Wendy, like they always make jokes about her tits. Like, this girl's like what, only like 13 years old, like
12, I believe.
12, yeah. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's kind of like, I don't know. Japan has some weird fucking shit going on.
Sometimes they could take it too far.
Yeah, like they some pedophiles. Like, I ain't saying Hiro Mashima's one. I hope he's not. but like, yeah, that's another con. Another one I would say is the friendship speeches, and Ursa's known for this. Like, mainly Ursa, because like this Ursa Natsu, like, so sometimes we do need that in anime. Like we need like somebody to give a speech and like to show what's right, but then like they just take it away. Like they just like, it's too corny.
Every now and then it's good, to have that, and especially from someone strong like Urza or Natsu, someone that the other characters look up to, so that it'll affect them, so that it will affect them more, and it'll make them, it'll push them to that extra limit to do what they gotta do. It will get them to get the shit done that they gotta get done. But when it comes out every 10 episodes, that it does come a little too far. Hiro Mashima has a lot of quotes in his head.
Yeah, like this man, like if he gets a girlfriend, like he must be smooth as fuck, cause like he can probably like get one like that, like. But yeah, like that's another like con. Like sometimes like speeches are like too corny, like it's just like oh shit, like just stop, like and that's what people hate about Fairy Tail. Like people like always like, oh, here we go, another like, cause you're my friend speech, Nakama speeches. Another con It's, I would say, it has to do with Ursa. I don't know if Mikey has seen it because he's in the Tartarus arc, and this is like where it's like started, and it like it has been shown for like a while, but it's like it's because she's Ursa. Like, you know, have you seen the final fight versus Kyoka?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, well, basically,
I read her in the manga.
yeah, Ursa beats her, and like it just has some fucking like Kyoka like basically like does something to all her senses and like. You know, like she fucks Ursa up. Like Ursa, like feels nothing but pain and shit. She can't see, she can't hear, she can't smell. I don't know. I don't even know how she wins. And then like, I don't know who says it. I think it's Panther Lily. He's like, oh, why? How is like Ursa like this strong or something? And then Happy's like, oh, it's because she's Ursa. Like they don't give good explanations of like these. Like some of them like, I don't know. Like they just bullshit power ups. Like, yeah. And I would say that's another con.
Like it's true that Ursa does have she is one of the strongest characters in Fairy Tail. She's one of the few S-class wizards. So, you know, they are going to portray her as strong, but when they put it like that, where she's winning with no chance of winning, like, that shouldn't make sense.
Like, that's actually impossible, like...
It's like, what the fuck? You're like, what the fuck did I just watch? It's some bullshit that I just fucking watched.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
So you're like, no, this bullshit.
And, like, Ursa is an amazing character. Like, she's probably my second favorite character, besides Lucy. Like, she's amazing, but, like, I hate it when they just, like, ruin her like that. She needs, like... She gets development, like I said, but like she needs more. Like, and it's like she needs to lose, like, cause like no.
Everyone in Fairy Tail needs to lose at some point.
Yeah,
they're getting to the point where they never lose.
Yeah,
they always pull some shit out of their ass.
Yeah, so it's always like bullshit power ups, bullshit like reasons, and like they always win because like of love, like
that's our next con, the power of Nakama or power ups.
Yeah, like it's like we get it, like you know, friends, family. They you know they give us like power to do things even in real life.
Like, they give us motivation.
Yeah, but like these motherfuckers like they have too much motivation. Like you know like fucking like I remember seeing like High School DxD when like that one dude he like this motivation is like he's motivated by titties and like I don't know how he just wins fights like by looking at titties. It's like this like no like it's too much. It's too fucking.
That's quite a comparison you got there.
Yeah, like, you know, like, it's just like too corny. Like the love thing.
Like I'm not gonna lie, when they put that up, like someone like, okay, say when they were fighting Zero. You remember when they fought Zero?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically when they were down, he was down, but he got back up, and then they were like, we can't lose. They helped Natsu get there, but Natsu was beat the fuck up. He couldn't move. Yeah, he's like destroyed him with a punch or something. I think he lightning fire rod.
And this is not just Fairy Tail. It's a lot of other animes too, but mainly Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail's a mainstream, you know. It portrays this a lot. So basically, like it's good to get that extra like boost, but you can't. They can't have it so the characters win with it every single time. That's like, like you'll be watching a good fight. And you'll be like, oh, like you're into it, and you're like, I already know that something's gonna happen to one of their friends. They're gonna get a power up, and then they're gonna win. That's how this is gonna happen.
I would say
it's predictable.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Cool. I would say like one of the biggest cons is like Hiro Mashima needs to like how can I say this? Like he needs to think about things more. Like when they came back from the 7-year time skip, like you know, like they were obviously weaker than everybody else. But like he didn't come up with like a big way to like power them up. So like he just pulled some shit out of his ass and like called it second origin. Like I don't know, like yeah, like we never heard of that before, like in the anime or in the manga. But he just pulled that shit out of his ass and like made him strong as fuck again. You know, like Oda from One Piece. Oda like he plans shit. Like let's say he fucking does like some shit in 2010, like that like it's like you see it like oh it has no like meaning at all. But then he brings it back in like 2015 and they're like, oh shit, like, that's what it was, you know? Like, Hiro Mashima needs to do more planning like about things and think about things and like not just push it out of his ass. Cause like, if you do that, then like, you know, this is obviously gonna go to fucking hell, you know?
Another big thing I would say is, con about Fairy Tail is like the comical, like I like the comical feel to it, but that
yeah, sometimes it's too much.
Like the Dragon Slayer motion sickness.
Yeah.
Like it makes it so that way Natsu can only fly around with Happy. You know that makes sense because they're good friends. But what about the rest of Dragon Slayers? And I believe Wendy isn't affected by this, right?
I think they are now after the time skip, but still, like, yeah, like sometimes the comical relief is like it's too much.
Like, say they're going head straight into a like a dangerous battle, and then they're going by a wagon or some shit, and Atsu's over here like dying.
Yeah.
It's just like weird. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? I was so hyped. No, I'm not.
Fairy Tail does have a lot of cons, like, and it obviously has more than pros, you know, but we still love it. And the pros that it has, like, they're really, like,
They mean something.
they mean something. Like, Fairy Tail can be really deep and like really epic, and that's what we love about it. Like, we love all the characters. We don't care what anybody else says. Like, we love it. But we're not like we're like, what's it called? We're fanboys of Fairy Tail. We're not like fucking. What is that other term? Like, when like somebody says something like about an anime, like, and like they just like don't accept it. Like, let's say somebody would say, "Oh, Fairy Tail like is this and this and this," and we're like, no, like if somebody said, Fairy Tail has a lot of fan service, and we just deny it. Like, what is that called? It's called
I call that a bitch.
No, no, I think it's called like something tard, like yeah, like there's like those kind of people, but we're fanboys. Like,
we like this anime. If you say something bad about this anime,
we're gonna be fair about it. Like, we know it has problems, but we still love it. Like, you know,
like, if you constantly bash at this and only look at the bad sides, then we're gonna be like, yeah, don't be a dick. Look at the good sides.
Yeah, look at the good sides, but like, no, we're not like those kind of people that like just like, you know, that just like won't admit like any fucking flaw that this has. Like, we know, like, we obviously made a video about it right now, so yeah.
I'm sure we should end it right here. We have more to say about Fairy Tail, but that will be for later.
Yeah, but for later topic. This has been Chaos RS. I'm Cass,
and Mike,
and we're out.
Bye.